All right, welcome to the Spider Pop Arcade. I'm Gordon. I'm here with Mr. Magpie and Blanc,
Hello.
and we're doing Morocco. I'm a little anxious because
We're here to watch Gordon suffer.
yeah, no, this is when this is where the suffering starts apparently. Oh boy. Okay, so we're at the
Me
river.
rubbing my hands together, just.
Yes. Okay, we're at the river. Yee River feeds Emma Lake from the north. That we oh okay no. We went back too far.
Stream.
Yeah. Okay.
Stream
So
on
sorry.
Discord.
Oh right.
We need to be able to see why you're suffering.
Yes. I'll get on that. Where's the? Here we go. Share screen. Share echo. Bam.
Whoa. Alrighty.
Okay. So we at the river, and this place is very touchy, and we're. I guess we're gonna find out if we're at the river. And given the class of assholes that is this friends group, someone's gonna bring up the incident. It's just who's it gonna be?
So this is basically this is the morning. They've slept like. I'm just trying to remember where we left off.
So yesterday we went to the theme park, and that was a time and a half. And now we're at the river. This was the whole thing Chase was trying to do. He wanted to go to the lake, and as a matter of fact, he's probably still gonna go there for his project. But no, he's keeping that a secret from everyone else. Leo is the only one that knows, and Leo even says, we'll be at the river. You do your business at the lake. So I'm
Anxious.
yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Rip this bandage off fast.
Alrighty.
It's a farther drive from the lake itself, but it does have a few nice clearings along its edge. One of them has a few benches and a rusted to hell public grill that I'm sure no one has used in decades. This is the place that we go. As we're unloading Leo's van, I decide to get the B-roll of the lake right away. I don't have much of a presence in the unpack it, so I think I'm just going to narrate over it later. The actual lake is only a few minutes walk from here. It's a bit difficult navigating around the sagebrush, and I know I'm going to have to check for ticks later. Jesus. Well, that's the funny thing about otter fur. Apparently, otters don't usually get fleas or ticks because any bugs that is it otters or chinchillas? There's a creature with hair so thick that any parasitic insects that try to suck its blood suffocate and die the second they start because the air is so thick. It's just an airtight cushion between their skin and the outside of the hair. By the time I reach the lake, my friends are pretty far behind me, hidden behind a few bends and hills. Oh, hold on. I want to get voice mod ready just in case. 'Cause I had fun with that. I'm getting uncomfortable with the idea of holding this camera while I navigate this terrain. Ooh. Ambiance. It probably would have been better if Leo had just parked the car next to the reservoir while I got out to film, but I guess even that still wasn't okay. There's a large square paved next to the parking lot now, several benches and a row of brand new grills. Several lamps have been erected around the area too. Oh, Leo was right trying to turn the reservoir into a recreational spot. I can actually see a few jet boats scheming through the water, leaving long trails of white behind them. Even what looks like to be a feline of some sort fishing in the shallows. Would explain why the motel is still in business. Lake Emma is fairly small, only about 12 miles long and 5 wide. I look around before climbing to the top of a nearby hill to get my shots. Even with a few people there, it's still pretty quiet aside from the train horns. It's kind of eerie. I live not too far from a train station, and every so often you just randomly hear a train horn. But you only hear the horn. You don't ever hear it you don't hear the train itself.
Oh no, where I'm at, you'll hear the train. They don't ever do the horn, but you'll hear the train. It used to be a lot louder back in the day when there were coal trains about, but the nearby coal power plant shut down a decade or so ago.
I wrap up and start to quickly make my way back. It's hard to explain why I'm getting freaked out in broad daylight with people around. Whatever happened here, has Chase been repressing it?
Yes.
Oh no.
That is all you're getting from me.
Okay. God, what? I know how that feels. I hate this. Either it's because of what happened all those years ago, or I'm just psyching myself out. I'm glad to hear my friend's voice again as I get closer. And again, it sounds like they're fighting.
Sounds about right.
Been acting like a dick all day. Be glad I came here at all.
Oh, fuck. Here we go, y'all.
Starting as we intend to go on.
Apparently, it would have been better if you hadn't.
Maybe I should just fucking leave them.
Oh, God. Sounds a lot more serious than our usual squabbles, so I quicken my pace. They seem to be quiet. They seem to quiet down a bit once they see me coming. DJ's off to the side looking out the river, occasionally throwing a rock into it. Carl sits on a lawn chair, one of 6 that have been set out in a semicircle. He has his chin on a fist as he lazily stares at me. Jenna and Leo both stand next to each other, looking at Flynn, who's got his back turned, rummaging through the cooler. Hey, what's wrong? Well, boy. Oh, God. Me too, Leo.
Nothing. You get your film?
Yeah, I got it. Sounds still awkward, and I have no idea what the hell to do with myself. I finally realize I'm still holding the camera and decide to put that away. Hey, I'm gonna go for a quick swim. Haven't been in the water in a while. When we first got here, I was completely disappointed to find that the motel didn't have its own swimming pool. Being an otter, I usually like to swim at least once a day, if not more. It's been 3 days and I'm feeling antsy as hell for it. Flynn finally turns around, a beer in his hand as he cracks it open. It was true that he'd been acting a bit strange today.
You can just feel the tension.
No, this feels like, oh God, when was it? every so often, some shit goes down in my family, and we have to try to eggshells and really watch what we say. But only a select few actually go through with it. So, oh god, oh boy, oh, okay. Let's continue.
You can do this.
He held the entire trip up by a few hours, and when he'd finally shown up, his eyes were bleary, and he seemed sluggish, like he'd been up all night. Oh, poor guy. When we'd asked if he was all right, he brushed us off.
Yeah, thanks for the help setting up, Chase. You're about as useful as that fat asshole here.
Oh,
No.
He swings a paw holding a beer at Carl.
Glenn. So enjoy that swim while I set everything out.
Yeah, well, make my soda a diet while you're at it. I've had it with Flynn. He's souring the trip with his need to be an asshole.
Go fuck yourself.
Ah, shit. We're all adults here, man. What the fuck? I ignore him as I strip off my shirt and head to the riverbank. I pet ZJ on the shoulder as I pass him before slipping into the water. We're currently in the middle of a drought that has lasted the past 3 years. The water is low, only about 10 feet at its deepest. It's enough, though, and God, it feels good. It's spring, so the water's pretty cold. I swim back and forth a few times, finally, before diving in. Oh, wow.
Art.
Beautiful.
So, what I'm getting from this is Chase is pretty short.
He is very short.
Oh my god, you are a tiny man. Why the fuck do you get all these tall people around you, you fucking asshole?
Because he's short, everyone's tall to him.
Good point. Eventually I settle on drifting to the bottom, like, oh man, is it gonna happen here? God, is it supernatural PTSD freight train? Is that coming? Do I hear that in the distance? I settle on drifting to the bottom, laying and gripping on the rocky floor as I stare up the shimmery light above me. Do otters have like that second eyelid that beavers got?
I think so.
I don't know. I feel the gentle current run over my body. Nice to be away from all that tension above me. I feel isolated, alone, and for now that feels good. Only I could really come down this deep, the others not being able to hold their breath as long or being too little. I remember when I was younger, I would give the others rides around the lake, able to swim nearly half a mile and back. Even Flynn the asshole had done it a few times. It was the one skill that I had that I was proud of, even if it was inherent to my species. It still made me somehow useful, or at least different from everyone else in a good way. This makes me wish this is a good game, or this, not a good game per se, a game with a happy ending, because like, that feels like foreshadowing for something nice that would happen later on. I don't think I'm gonna get that though.
It's gonna come in useful when the monster's chasing him underwater, you know?
Yeah, the monsters only he can see. I had always felt like the odd one out in the group, as strange as it sounds, where everyone else had a strong, distinct personality. I was just average. Sometimes I wonder if they were just my friends with me because we all had to be when we were younger. The whole trip has kind of forced me to think back on all the memories I have of this place and my friends. They were always doing the cool things, being different, while I was just sort of blended into the background. Even then, I wanted to do something to stand out somehow. That's what I'm trying to do here, I guess. In about 7 minutes, and I only know that because that's about as long as I can hold my breath. Decided to go back up for help, so I slowly let myself float up towards trying to stay in the same spot. The music stopped. Oh, okay, we're fine. Well, okay, we're probably not fine because let's see how things see how the setup has progressed.
The surface has changed. Everything is different now. Needs to come back. Oh, wait, the image is the same, so maybe not.
Yeah, when I surface, it's pretty quiet. For a second, I wonder if everyone was just gone. Of course, that's ridiculous. And as I come over to the embankment, everyone's there. Predictably, Flynn didn't get my food out, so I go to the cooler to grab a sandwich and a soda before sitting in an empty chair next to Leo. Apparently, it was a good idea to bring lawn chairs, considering the tables looked like they were covered in a year's worth of bird shit. Oh, God.
Sorry.
How was the swim?
You're funny. That was the... I'm laughing at Sandy's stupid joke. His tone is bitter and salty. He's not in his usual grumpy but good-natured mood. He's genuinely unhappy. What the hell is his deal? Amazing. I have to come back here again sometime during the week. Those people don't understand. You hardly ever need water.
It's always scares the hell out of me when you're down there that long.
I'm built for it.
Remember when you give us rides? That was fun.
That sounds so fucking cute. Remember when you'd always scream like a girl when Chase would go out too far? Oh, wow. I remember that now.
Hey, I never really liked water.
I mean, cats.
Anyway, Chase would do it on purpose. He knew I didn't like it out to a certain point.
Carl looks at me. Why are you looking at me? You know, what was really cool is when you'd take us down for a dive. Oh, yeah. Chase was like our own little submarine. Oh, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that otters or swimming clowns vibe again. Still, I kind of enjoy the attention. Oh, damn it. I can't say anything. I don't know these people well enough. I want to believe that this is coming from like a sincere place. And that Chase is just fucking paranoid.
We get you to take us to the bottom so we can look for treasure.
Oh, see, this sounds even cuter. Leo makes air quotes around the last word. You know, we probably could have found way more stuff if you guys hadn't been dragging me down. I remember when...
Are we really fucking talking about this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Flynn, please.
Everyone turns to look at Flynn. Voice is low and dangerous. There's a chill in the air because we all know what he means. We're about to find out, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I was actually feeling pretty good about it at this point. Like we crossed the bridge, being able to talk about it for once. Apparently we hadn't.
Lynn. No, I'm serious. Do you think it's okay to fucking talk about this when the lake is just a quarter mile that?
Whatever happened, he never got over it. You know what, Flynn? I think we should. Isn't that part of the reason why we're here?
No! If that was the case, we'd be over there. But we're here. Why is that?
Everyone's quiet for a moment. I see TJ drink into his chair, staring hard at his lap. Oh, God. Don't disassociate on us, kid. Come on.
Flynn, we came here because Chase needed footage.
Uh-oh. The chain comes over Flynn. His face darkens and everyone senses it.
Oh, music.
Yeah. Flynn turns to me, and it takes some effort not to flinch back.
Yeah, and why's that, Chase? You're gonna put that in your fucking documentary?
Uh-oh. No, Emma Lake is an important part of Echo's history.
Just what?
Flynn raises his brow ridge at me, and I finally... Is this the song you sent me when I showed you my anchor bracelet? Okay.
Yep.
I thought it sounded familiar. The song's called Anger, by the way.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, Isabel, I'm just lower my eyes.
This was a stupid fucking idea.
You're making a stupid fucking idea.
You know what, Flynn? If you'd be a little more open, tell us what's on your mind. We'd be able to avoid a lot of this kind of stuff.
Oh, you want to know what's on my mind?
Just let it out, dude. Then swivels and marches up to Carl. Carl? What the fuck is Carl doing?
They're all in on it.
All right, let's start with you. You're fat, lazy, no motivation, no future.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Usually I'm a fan of moments when a character is just faced with all their flaws from an outsider.
Yeah.
But usually when the moments I've enjoyed from that, they're usually selfish or very negative people. Just negative in terms of like, oh, you wouldn't want them in your social circle.
Yeah.
And like, granted, I've been giving that vibe this whole time. Like, oh no, all these people seem awful. What are y'all hiding? But like, fuck, man. Ah! It's also relatable!
What the
hell
hell are you planning on doing with your life?
Oh, God.
Sit here, waste away in Echo, mooching off your parents until you're dead?
Carl stares back at Flynn passively, though he hunches himself a bit further. Flynn, don't do this right now.
And you, thinking you're better than everyone else. I can tell. You think everyone in Echo is trash.
Honestly, she's never given that
She's not
vibe.
wrong.
But yeah, she's not wrong. What was I gonna say? I don't know. She just seems like Jason that like, this place is awful, but it's still home. Oh my God. This is happening too fast. I thought I thought I was gonna like relate to them gradually, and I'm like, and I'm already neck deep.
Just because me and the others haven't left you think we're lower than you. Just because we don't have an education.
Oh, let's not say that word.
Yeah,
that is a slur.
Yes, it is.
Oh boy.
Yeah? Well, you left your whole fucking family behind without even saying goodbye.
I get the feeling her family wasn't really good people, though.
You know what's even going on with them right now? What they're dealing with? Yeah, real fucking hero you are.
Jesus. You think
Stop it, Flynn.
Okay, rip into him, please.
Fight.
No, I want him to metaphorically rip into him, yeah.
An unquestionable leader. We wouldn't have been friends without you, would we? That's why you brought us here, right? So we could all bond. Or wait, was it because you wanted to get into Jason's pants?
He did need to hear that, though.
Mm-hmm.
His fall flat.
Probably. You've been a mess ever since he left, so let me be the one to tell you.
Uh-oh.
It's over.
Oh, shit.
Oof.
It's fucking unhealthy. You're obsessed with him.
Well, here's the point there.
Slowly, he turns his head to me and I brace myself.
And I can't imagine why. You, Chase, have the personality of a fucking rock. I wish you could see yourself. You just sit there like a creep, watching everyone, wearing everything that we say.
Is this a metaphor for the player?
I haven't taught the way to stare at all of us like we're all objects to be collected.
Is this,
It's a shot at the player.
No, but yeah. That's what it... Deconstruction time!
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, developers. Did you want us to play the game?
I'm trying to think if I've never been like that with my friend groups, but I went through a phase where I started befriending people out of pity, and yeah, no, that was one of the worst things I've ever done. And it's something... Oh, I should actually raise the volume in this a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Yeah, don't befriend someone out of pity. I did it a few times. I think me and all those other people are better off, without that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What are you planning to cycle through all of us for sex?
Okay, that's hilarious. That's funny, because I'm sure a lot of people went into this game hoping to do just that. I actually like this. This is really fucking funny.
Sure, seems like it.
Flynn, oh, but wait.
There's one more.
There's one more.
There's one more. That proves futile, though. Flynn turns slowly on TJ. Oh boy. This just looks like the cat and the two ladies meme.
Basically.
I had silently prayed that the Lynx would make a run for it while Flynn had all his attention on us, but TJ looks apathetic. TJ was probably more ready for this than anyone.
Yeah.
Him being Christian, he probably thinks I have this coming.
No.
Christian guilt is a very powerful thing.
Can you give me like 1 second before we continue? There's a knock on my door.
Okay.
I think food's here. One sec.
Oh boy. Oh, this was a lot for us.
I love Leo's face. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yes, like we fucking talked about this. You leave him out of it.
I don't know that they did.
Who the heck is this person? Oh, I've been getting a lot of VTuber avatar designers following me. It feels very strange. I think they're all people that are part of like a small studio. And the one thing I hate is when they sell the, oh god, 2 of them, huh? Alright, well, whatever. The one thing that like bugs me about a lot of the products they push or the services they offer is that they're like, look, we can make you design a logo, we can help make it more appealing. But what it is that they're making the logo like wide and super thick lined so it's easier to print on merch. And I just don't like that look. Blanc, hurry up. I want to know what's happening. I want to see TJ get his. I want to see what TJ is going to get accused of. Okay, hold on. Okay, just hit the back button right there. Oh, look, I can click in the mouse button so that way I can make the dialog box disappear. This looks like 2 parents attempt doing different styles of discipline or trying to different styles of discipline on their child.
Yeah, I see it.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Oh, thank God. Okay, we ready?
Yep.
Like a statue, like there's no soul in him. Glenn, this is a great reaction, I think.
Yep.
Glenn pauses though, as if he's at a loss for what to say. Finally.
What happened, TJ?
Be good to be cool.
Lynn.
Leo stands up, and from his posture, I can tell the wolf is ready to fight. Memories are starting to flow back. TJ, Flynn, thinking he's done something too. I stand up as well. Flynn may sound like a hard ass, but physically, Leo had him beat easily. Flynn can obviously tell that he might have a fight on his hands, though it's clear he doesn't want that. He drops his shoulders, seeming to shrink as if visible strings that had been holding him up were cut. He turns to us and gestures at TJ.
I just want the truth. Can we just put a stop to this today, right now? I don't think you know how much of a nightmare this has been for me, not knowing, TJ.
TJ stares up at Flynn, muzzle set grimly.
What happened to Sydney?
Oh, man. I had a feeling...
What did you do, TJ?
It's dead quiet. TJ stares at his lap, not moving. Come on, let's... And holds up his hand towards me, still staring at TJ. TJ looks up, his face still stoic, still made of stone.
I told me what happened. Bullshit!
Flynn steps forward, but Leo's there to grab the back of Flynn's shirt, swing around him. This is making me think of that one anime. It's similar that it was a friend group that shattered when one of them died. But the thing is that that girl haunts one of the friends, and she does not like how anything turned out. And it's just like, fuck, where's that story? Where's Sydney going like, yay, my friends are gonna be, oh my god, what's happening?
No wholesome here, only paid.
I dodged out the way as Flynn is flung back to land on his ass, kicking up a big cloud of dust.
Shit! Flynn, I swear to God, if you start a fight here, I'll drop your stupid ass.
Everyone except TJ is standing now, staring at Flynn. Oh my god, poor TJ. Flynn sits there, staring up at Leo, obviously weighing his chances. He seems to come up short, though, as he spits on the side and stands up brushing his pants, turns away.
You're all okay with not knowing? Fuck all of you.
He turns back around, hands in his pockets, a bitter look on his face.
This whole thing is stupid, Leo. We're not even friends anymore.
Flynn scuffs the ground, turning and walking towards the trail that goes back to Echo.
God damn it, Flynn! Fuck off.
Flynn keeps walking, and it's pretty clear that he isn't coming back. There's a pot to rub it over my eyes. What is he doing? He's a passionate guy that will sometimes just explode with all his insecurities before running away and hiding for a few days. He's skewered us all like that before. That was classic Flynn. But he was especially mean. Dark. And that part with TJ, I vaguely remember Flynn having some sort of suspicion that had been a long time ago. Had he been sitting on that this whole time? I look to the left and see that TJ's gone. Carl's still sitting down, but now it looks like he's pulling out a joint.
Your reaction to that. You're so disappointed.
I am. You know what sucks too is that prior to getting high, your emotional state can affect the high. If Carl's a mess right now, this might end up just making him feel worse. Leo's walking off down another trail, cursing while Jenna follows him. I stand next to my chair, undecided.
The choice. We're doing Leo, so.
I don't want to, but this is the horror route. This is the route I agreed to.
This is the ticket. This is the ride you bought the ticket for.
Yeah, the ride I bought the ticket for.
Anyway, hold on. I'll be right back in like a second.
Okay. Oh my god. Ugh.
How are we feeling?
A lot.
All right,
feeling like a lot right now.
I return.
Okay, cool.
All
right, I'll watch Jenna's tail disappear through the sage bush. They're headed down the same trail that I had used to get to Lake Emma.
DJ.
They did seem to head off in that direction while we were fighting, though. I can't imagine he'd go to the lake. I should go with him to help find the links. I'm always a little worried about Leo. It's been a long time since I've seen him that pissed. God, and I want to believe that, like, okay, now that we brought all this shit out, we can process it, right? Right? Not in this game, though. Not in this game. Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. When I get there, I find Leo leaning back with his rear up against a big boulder on the shore. Bittersweet memories flood in. That rock is almost as much a staple of my childhood as the actual lake is. It's weird like that. Every memory I have of this place is dreamy and gold tinged, but always has a hint of sadness about it, no matter what the situation was. Jenna is standing in front of Leo, her arms folded as she talks to him. I can't see his face, but his posture is sagging and his ears are down, looking way older than he actually is. I stand back for a while, feeling awkward about intervening at this point. Leo occasionally shakes his head and then takes out his phone to look at it. I can see Jenna's getting annoyed, but then she says something and Leo turns his head to look back at me. I seize up for a second, but Jenna is beckoning me with her paw while Leo isn't looking. I start stumbling over to the rocks towards them as Leo looks back down at his phone and Jenna starts walking towards me. Just talk to him. He'll listen to you. Will he though? He passes by me, going back towards the trail. Sure, he'll probably listen to me, but I have no idea what I should say. It's actually hard to navigate, especially when you don't have any protection on your feet. I'm almost at the boulder when my foot catches on the edge of rock, and I yelp and fall forward, knees first into the sharp rocks. Oh
there. Oof.
Picks up my leg and my eyes clench shut as I cringe slightly.
You alright?
I look up and I see Leo looking down at me. His ears up now at the sound of my fall. Yeah, fine. Franzen reaches over the paw, which I grab and to pull myself up with. I make my way around, being a little more careful about where I put my feet as I position myself next to him against the boulder. Pull my paws behind myself and heave up on top of the boulder, letting my legs dangle over the side. So damn clumsy.
You're an otter.
Wow, asshole! I say it jokingly, but Leo's not smiling. Instead, he sticks his paw back into his pocket and pulls out a slightly flat-looking cigarette. I give a start and stare. I shouldn't be surprised. I could smell it on him when I first got here. It's just I'm not used to seeing him do it. He started right after I left. You're a fucking mess, sweetie. My God.
Get a hold of yourself.
I know how am I supposed to pretend I'm building a healthy connection between us when you're this ridiculously self-destructive? Those little liar lights. It takes a drag and then blows the smoke out the side of his mouth a little away from me.
You're meant to swim, not walk on rocks. I mean, technically Carl was built for that, and he's still falling down all the time.
That's because Flynn's always tripping him with his tail. Speaking of Carl, I think I'll lean sideways and look at the side of the boulder. I find what I'm looking for instantly. A series of chips and scratches outlining the rough figure of a canine with a long cape and an S on his chest. Still here.
Carl's drawing? Shit, I forgot about that. Never finished it, did he?
Oh man, he used to be an artist.
I think it was something he did as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
if he was an artist, then like I will force myself to draw something today if it means I don't have to get compared to Carl.
I'll hold you to that.
It's not going to be Kirby fan art either. Kirby fan art's the easy way out of that. Nah, but it's pretty good. Remember how Superwolf was the only thing he talked about that summer?
Yeah, the movie wasn't even that good.
He loved it though.
Yeah, and I guess that's all that really mattered.
Grimaces and reaches over my knee. I went and looked down. He puts a thumb and index around the cut that I hadn't noticed until now. Blood is oozing through the fur and leaking down my shin.
Well, we'll need to clean that out.
I shrug. It's not a big deal.
Nah, we'll stop at the convenience store and get some peroxide. That's some nasty shit around this lake.
So there's a lake not far from where I live, and me and a friend of mine totally went there with the intention to swim, and then we saw the water and we decided not to. It's like a man-made lake and it's built into a dam. It's a pretty area, but also like, yeah, I wouldn't swim in that water. Maybe in the river, but not the lake. It's fine, seriously.
Just to be safe.
Yes, Mark. Safe? Like this? Reach up and grab the cigarette dangling from his lips. He's quick, though, and whips his head away before taking it out of his muzzle.
Hey.
Oh, Amy, why the fuck are you smoking? His ears fall flat again and he glares.
Why the fuck do you care?
Oh, now you fucking care! He spits that out with so much venom that I lean away from him, eyes wide. He's never talked to me like that before, and I was joking too. Just let it out, dude. You have a everyone has so much bottled shit that needs to go. Yes, you're right. It's not. God damn it.
This type of game.
What? Oh, quickly looks away and doesn't say anything. I stare at his face for a while. Watch his eyes flick around as he just shakes his head. God, and this music doesn't just sound like regular sad. It's confused sad. It's manic. Tons of thoughts are flooding this man's head right now because what he said right there was purely reaction, no filters whatsoever, and now he has to process that. Are you still mad at me? We talked.
Of course, I'm still mad, Chase. Talking just doesn't fix 3 years.
This is a step in the right direction, but still. All the progress I thought we made on Saturday was an illusion. I was just upset as he'd always been about what happened. I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say, Leo? That I was wrong to leave? That I should have stayed here?
Not leaving me in the dark would have been a good start.
Yeah, I fucked that up. But it happened and I can't fix that. What do you want to happen now? You can actually apologize? Leo stretches his arms out to either side in one giant shrug.
I don't know.
It's already familiar. A thousand past fights flashed through my mind. Did we ever agree on anything? They didn't have a good relationship. Oh my god. Leo was more invested in the relationship than Chase was. Oh no! I slide off the boulder and Leo snaps his muzzle toward me, probably thinking I'm gonna leave. Instead, I lean one paw against the rock as I turn to glare at him. Feels better yelling at someone, standing up rather than sitting down. Oh, I know exactly what you want.
Oh, do you?
You just want me to drop everything and come back here, back to Echo.
When did I ever ask you to drop anything? I just want to know if you're coming back.
How am I supposed to know that?
Why can't you plan ahead farther than a week? I swear, it's always like this with you.
Without an expressive laugh. I'm 21! I don't fucking know anything about anything! How should I know what I want?
Well, I'm here. Don't you want to come back and live with me? We always planned for it.
Did we? Or did you?
Did you? Yes.
His voice softens and I pause thinking about it right now. It is something I would want. It's just...
It goes so bad that negatives outweigh my benefits.
I mean... I gesture at the town in the distance looking as shitty and rusted as ever, then to the lake looking as shitty and mucky as ever. Then to the desert around us looking as shitty and dry as ever. I let the scenery speak for itself. So yeah. Yeah, rolls his eyes.
Potter, I'm starting to think you just want an excuse not to be around me.
Are you suggesting it isn't a shitty place? I mean...
Like I say, if you haven't left, you're addicted to meth. I'm starting to think that what Flynn said was true. Looks straight at me, eyes narrowing over his muzzle, his nostrils flaring.
What? I'm not obsessed with you. I miss everyone. That's all. Is that wrong?
I go quiet for a while and I turn to look back over the lake, squinting at the bright reflective flashes of light. It can be. Then I don't even know if he's telling the truth. He never say whether or not this whole thing he'd planned was just for me. He doesn't say anything and we just sit there for a while. Even for a wolf, his whole fucking sticking together thing is a little intense. He brought us together at the very beginning, sure, but after Sydney, it was on a whole different level. He'd barely ever let us leave his sight.
Dear.
That's when I noticed a dark figure across the lake walking on the side of the road. It's Flynn. He's heading back to Echo. You can see that Leo spotted him too, his ears and eyes following him, but he doesn't say anything. Finally, I speak up. So was what he said about me true? No. He says it quietly, but the answer's instant. Really? Takes another jag and a cigarette. Weirdly enough, I actually kind of like the smell of the smoke.
I think his problem with you is that you don't act like you used to as a kid or a teenager. He's told me before. I mean, you used to be a snarky motherfucker. Even more than you are now.
Stomach sinks. Yeah?
Yeah. You grew up. Mellowed out.
And my insides twist, and I don't trust myself to speak right then. Leo gets the wrong idea and smiles, putting his Gets the wrong idea and smiles, putting his arm around me and pulling me up to his side.
What he said about everyone was total bullshit, especially Gunna.
His whole family mantra did have its limits. The fact that Leo was so defensive of Jenna's decision to leave her family shows what a piece of shit they really are. I'm just glad he hasn't changed the subject, though. Leaning my head on his shoulder, I let his hold comfort me. He's still watching Flynn.
Can't fucking believe he did this now. Idiot! Idiot!
Leo shouts it loud across the lake. If I could, I'd lower my ears like a canine. I see the small figure that is Flynn turn around and look back at us. He's like that for a while. It's like he's examining us. Finally, he turns back around and keeps going towards Echo.
Fucking idiot. How am I supposed to go ahead with what I planned this week?
That doesn't... I don't think that's something we should be thinking about now, Leo. The past one would have his blow-ups, then get over it, and so would we. But this time really did feel different. It was like he had been chipping away at our group for years, and finally this is what broke it into pieces. There's no putting things back together. Maybe it would have been better if we didn't come here. Sort of my fault.
Nope, it's Flynn's fault. Stupid to blame yourself.
No, we always had problems. Probably would have been better if just leave things as they were. No! No, it would not have!
No. Jesus, why does everyone act like this whole thing? Echo, our friendship, is some kind of horrible tragedy.
It's exactly been a walk in the park.
Life isn't a walk in the park. This is where we come from. Find some good in it instead of bitching about everything. It could be so much worse. My parents told me stories about their hometown. And compared to where I was born, this ain't shit.
He huffs out smoke through his nose, not bothering to blow it away from me this time, and I'm engulfed in the smell of tobacco.
I mean, not to be an asshole, but you gringos have it easy. My mom got a phone call almost every month telling her that they'd kill my dad just because they had money.
Always been good at making me feel like a spoiled brat. I'm sorry. I'm turning around me when I turn my head reminiscent. I don't know. The smell is musk under the heavier deodorant. It's a familiar smell I like. You horny fuck.
Don't be. I mean, we all play our cards, right? But try to have a little more perspective.
The music.
I'm not liking this music. He leans his chin on top of my head. I feel like we should have some boundaries since we're not exactly a couple anymore, but this feels right. You're an idiot too!
Does it?
Yeah, because I love this town, and I love you guys. I just want things to work out, not to lose touch. We had something really special. Thanks.
I upon his thigh and rub it slowly, thinking, I mean, is there really no way you could leave with me? That'd make things so much easier.
Please don't ask me that. I can't leave them. We could never do that. You know this.
Oh God, I hate both of them already. Or back to the sympathy gate has closed again. Of course I did. We've argued about it over 100 times already. I squeezed his thigh. So you still mad at me? I listen to Leo breathe deeply in my head, rising with his chest.
No, Otter, I'm not mad. We just had a lot of things to figure out, but we will.
I guess that's a good a place as any to leave off, so move on to another subject. So now that Flynn's fucked up the trip, what do we do next?
He hasn't. We'll fix this. Just gotta get that dumbass to apologize. But once I do, we have a birthday to plan.
Whose birthday's coming up? Whose birthday?
Carl's.
Oh boy.
Party at Carl's place. Let's go.
What could go wrong?
Does Carl live at a mansion? Or does he live with his parents? Does he live with his parents?
He lives with his parents.
His parents are gone. That's right.
Yeah, they're out of town.
If it's not a mansion, it's probably still a nice house.
God, they're gonna wreck the house somehow.
They have the money for it, it's fine. Oh, his birthday it was until the end of April, literally a month away.
It's early. Really early. I know, and I'm kind of limited on here of what ideas we can do.
That makes sense. So when's that gonna be?
Wednesday. We need to buy the stuff tomorrow, and I have the day off.
He looks at his phone again.
Speaking of which, I need to drive you guys back so I can get back to work.
Alright, I'm not doing much else tomorrow. I'm working on the project, but I've got plenty of time. This lights up the boulder and comes back to me.
I'll ask Jen and TJ too. I'll let Flynn cool off for a day.
Remember TJ went?
Yeah, he just texted me that he wanted to be left alone, which I understand.
I get off the boulder as well, and Leo reaches the pod to me. Ah, God, this all sounds like the worst. What's making me think of just that romance anime that wasn't romantic at all, and it was just a very toxic relationship, and we were just supposed to accept at face value that everything they did was healthy, even though it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, oh, that's you.
Go ahead. And this time, watch where you're walking. Hold on to me.
Oh, you bitch. That's probably a good idea. Is that the end of day one?
It's
Oh,
Tuesday.
God. Oh boy. Do I want to end it here? That was a very short chapter compared to the first two.
It's up to you.
How are you feeling, Sandy?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm awake. It's only like 9:30. So we should probably be okay for another one.
All right.
I don't know how long it is, which of course you don't really know.
My favorite track right here. Peyton.
So this is the nice place next to Echo, right?
Yep. It's the more
This
lively
looks like
and
the
not
Sorry, continue. It's the more lively city.
Yeah.
What? Is it?
This
Looking at
looks...
this empty car park?
Well, this looks like well, the mall looks like this during the weekdays.
Yeah.
I suppose.
This looks like a mall I've seen though. Although an older picture of it.
Most likely.
Peyton Mall is tiny compared to the one in Pueblo where I go to school. Only got one floor and maybe 20 stores. That's not a mall. Still,
What do you mean?
wasn't
That
a bad...
sounds like a mall to me.
It sounds like a shopping center, but whatever. Still, it wasn't a bad place to hang out back when I was in high school, mostly because they had a movie theater.
So where do you guys want to go first?
First, we need to go get. First, we only need to get one.
You sure? I mean, maybe we should help him branch out.
He knows what he likes. It's fine.
Well, all right. Lasers it is.
Lasers? Are we doing laser tag?
Kinda. It is the.
Oh my God! It's a fucking Spencer's. Oh God! Oh God! Ah! Oh, nobody touch anything. So.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
lacking some cultural context here.
Let me get you a picture of a Spencer's really quick. So Spencer's is a oh God, it's a shop. You usually find them in malls. Oh God, but the thing about Spencer's though is that it's a place for trashy nerds. It is. Absolutely a place for trashy nerds. Everything in here is either hot jokes, alcohol jokes, horny jokes. They actually do have a sex toy section, but everything there's cheap, and you get what you pay for when it comes to sex toys. And they have like a wall of just pop culture shit, but it's like it's shirts that it's shows and stuff that I don't look back on proudly. It's just like a novelty pop culture store, really.
Yeah.
They recently started selling a lot of LGBT shit. Let's see, but yeah, no, Spencer's to me kind of grosses me out. It feels dirty, and I'm not saying that because it's got like an urban street theming. It's just you look at the people who buy the shit from there, and it's just like and I'm not talking about like the nerd shit, like. You know, as a Kirby fan, I will get Kirby merch where I possibly can, but it's like a trashy douche bro kind of culture around this store, and a toxic nerd culture.
I see.
Yep.
Let me see. Let me. Here's one picture. They all look like that, and then I'm not finding any pictures of like the questionable shit they sell. One more before we continue.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on, how do I get back to? This is so annoying.
And then here's
I want to get back to see the. Oh, there we go.
Here's their really cheap like sex toy section.
Oh, Jesus.
That's just out there in the fucking open.
Yep.
And then like all those, there's just so, and then like there's all sorts of novelty drinking crap. It's just, like I said, it's a trashy store. At the very least, you could find good nerd shit there. Maybe one day I'll buy a buy pride flag from here, or maybe I'll actually buy it from a humane
Yes, I'd probably do that thing.
vendor, or what's it called? Either from like a charity or like a humane vendor. Oh god, it's a fucking. Oh god, it hurts so much that Carl's loves this store. It's the fucking worst. It's one of those kinds of stores where it looks like a radioactive clown jizzed on everything. Yeah, that's accurate. Let me see. Okay.
Well, there's a lot of weird porn here. Think Carl will like that?
After seeing one of Keith's videos about the Carl route, I guess. Or maybe that was the TJ route. Or I don't know whose route it was.
That was Carl's computer, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm not really sure what Carl's into when it comes to that.
I think he likes the pause, honestly.
Unfortunately, we do.
Oh
God. Of course we're having this conversation. Why don't I just box my foot up and put a bow on it then?
Porn? Really? Let's just stick to comic books.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm inclined to listen to TJ on this one.
I'm fair. And this one time, TJ.
We both look at him. We both look at him. We all look at him. Okay, yes. Well, while I don't want to shop for porn for Carl, we're all fucking adults here, TJ.
Everything okay, Tej?
He's been a bit of a mood ever since he woke up this morning. He didn't talk the whole drive here, instead just browsing through stuff on his phone. He's just salty that he isn't roasting on the trail right now.
Hiking. No, this is fine. I'm fine, guys.
Jason wants to show us that he's fine. Yeah, sure. Well, Leo's driving us up halfway after this, so you're still going to get yourself barbecue.
You don't have to go if you don't want. I don't know if it would be very fun if you were upset the whole time.
At this point, Leo turns to me smiling.
You going with them, man?
In this fur? On these legs? I left the foot. I left a foot for him. No, it's over 90 degrees today.
Yeah, best leave it to the land mammals. So,
Leo cups his paws together loudly.
let's split up and pick something out. I think it'll be fun if we keep it under 20 bucks.
As everyone wanders off, I look around. I'm not sure what I should get him. He doesn't get excited about much unless one of his comic books is being turned into a movie. I mean, he's a weeb. Not a weeb, he's a nerd.
Yeah.
If he loves his comics, then he's gonna love the merch. Further towards the back of the store is the action figures, which is where DJ is. He's coming over a toy gun in his paws, ears down. I walk next to him, pretending to look over the wall. Is anything interesting? DJ Shark's pulling the trigger on the gun a few times. It's definitely weird looking gun. It's pink. Oh god! It's definitely a weird looking gun. It's pink and the muzzle's perfectly round. The end tapered.
Is it what we think it is?
It's either, I wanted to lean towards like some novelty like way to take shots. That's when I realized it's a penis water gun.
But he wouldn't know. He's never seen a penis. So
I had a joke and then he just took me out with that noise. Oh, no, I can't even think. I can't think right now. I'm alright.
I'm alright. Just a little tired.
Yeah, you're too. He's probably too exhausted after yesterday to get morally uppity about being in this store. He looks over at me, his brows raised. You're feeling better after yesterday, though?
Yeah, a bit. Just wish it didn't happen.
Of course.
So you're not going with me and Jen on the hike then?
I guess not. Leo said he might need some help setting up for the party at his house.
I mean, you sort of promised me, but I guess that's alright.
You passive-aggressive shit! I cringe on the inside.
We haven't seen him in a while, so it's good you guys can have time to catch up.
He lifts up the penis, gonna put it at my. Oh, what the fuck? Do you know what you're holding? How the fuck can he not tell? He must know what a dick looks like.
Well.
Wonder what this is from. Do you think Carl will recognize it?
Oh my fucking god, TJ.
TJ.
Oh god.
TJ.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Oh my fucking god.
I was joking. Ah!
Just pulling the trigger several times, blowing the fur back on my face before opening his muzzle as well. I reach out and push it down. I think that's just a novelty item. You should get something else. Okay. I can tell that TJ isn't happy, but there's not much that I can do about that. I wonder if he's doing his. Fuck, does TJ have feelings or attraction to Chase? Or is he just codependent?
We'll have to play all the timelines to find out.
I don't want to do that. I just watch a video. I wonder.
No, we're in it for long haul. All of them. Let's go.
We have to do Flint's in private though because that one gets really saucy.
That's fair.
I wonder. I could live tweet the whole thing though, so that'll be just good. I wander off towards the opposite wall where all the posters are. Leo is standing there looking over the display board. I stand next to him.
You know, I think every inch of this wall is covered. I don't think that there's... I don't know if there's any more room.
Has he put up anything on the ceiling?
I don't think so.
Then there's room.
Well, alright. I guess I'll give him Luce. I don't think he's got one of him.
Look over at the basketball, his arms crossed, bare chest, abs stuck out in full display. I waggle my brows. Sure, that's why you want him? Joe grins down at me.
Oh yeah? Sorry, but he's not my type. I like my guys a little bit more supple.
What the fuck does that mean? His tail slaps my ass. Oh shit! Well, I like him. I love muscles. Ah, God. I'm watching terrible things happen right now. This is not meant to be. I can't.
It's unholy.
It's unhealthy. Just like chocolate. Leo squares his shoulders and flexes.
My face with a lot of that.
I did too recently, actually. I got mint chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I still have some left. I'll have to eat those later. I have mint chocolate chip cookies. They're amazing. I love mint chocolate. Leo squares his shoulders, flexes his biceps bulge to nearly the size of my head.
Like these.
I feign indifference, shrugging. I'm more into the cut look, like Luce. Leo frowns, but I take that moment to slap him on the butt with my tail. I hate
That's a much more hefty slap from an R.
Yeah.
Fingertail.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat one of these now, actually, after you're loud. I need something to take my mind off of how stupid this is. Because it's not as flexible as his, I have to turn my body into it and practically thuds into his ass. Oh shit.
Oh jeez. Okay, I didn't mean that.
I mean, you were kind of right on that though.
I was.
Whoa, calm down, boys. Jenna walks up behind us and stands next to me, folded over a manga with a doe and a school uniform on the front.
That looks sexy, Jenna. Good pick.
And rolls her eyes. Leo reaches into the poster bin with Lucia in it.
So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have this one.
He follows up behind Jenna, small figurine, the Trinity Weasel in his paws. I laugh. And of course, you'd get that, TJ.
Hey, it was a good taste.
He's kidding, TJ.
Anyway, maybe it'll help him take another look at that movie. It really is good.
I realize that I'm the only one that hasn't picked out a gift for him. I look around anxiously. In front of me is a rack of beanie caps. Oh, he likes beanies. One of them has a bloodied and decaying zombie face printed on it. Its teeth bared on the brim. I assume it's to make the wearer look like their head is clamped inside. I think Carl likes zombies. Touch it up the rack and hurry up to the front with the others. I mean, he's a stoner. He'll have fun with it. Oh, right. Yeah, how's it look? Ask TJ as we're walking through the parking lot.
It looks good, I guess.
A good vote of confidence.
No, I mean, does it look like a zombie badger is eating my head?
Oh, yeah, looks great.
It gives me a thumbs up. Pull it down over my face. I pull it down over my face slowly.
How do you think we'd do all in a zombie attack?
You'd all be fucking dead. Every single goddamn one of you, except maybe Flynn.
Now I'm thinking of Shaun of Dead.
I love that movie. Well, I love Edgar Wright. I love Edgar Wright in general. The hat back over my forehead. Like, who would die first? As fall voluntarily on TJ. Me? Why do you think that?
Why do you think that?
Sorry. Well, maybe not. You're pretty fast. I just kind of imagine you just curling up in a ball. But honestly, I think the first to go, I stick out my leg. Look how stubby these are.
Well, as soon as you find water, you know.
I'm the fastest. I'd carry you. You wouldn't have to worry.
Oh, here we go again. Competition.
Here we go.
Is she gonna pick up? Is she gonna pick up Chase?
No, I think they're gonna have a race.
I look over at Jenna and see that she's got a gleam in her eyes that always puts me on edge. Pretty sure I'm fasting. Fucking hell!
Come on, Gordon, keep up.
Oh Lord!
You had to have seen this coming.
I'm pretty sure I'm faster than Leo. Leo smirks.
Pretty sure my legs are way longer and way faster than yours, Jenna.
Oh my fucking god, you fucking children. You absolute goddamn children! Jenna sticks out her bag with the manga in it at me. I take it slowly, trying to catch her eye so I can shake my head frantically at her. Leo sticks his bag out at TJ, almost punching him in the nose. TJ jumps and gingerly takes it from him, frowning.
This is a parking lot, guys. Are you sure it's a good idea?
Jen and Leo have already taken up their positions side by side, leading forward. What? Alright, to that lamppost.
You're on. Count us off, Chase. I was proving anything. Don't you need to be carrying Chase?
Alright, ready, set, go.
Let's get this over with.
He actually gets a bit of a head start since he anticipated the go, but Jenna catches right away. In fact, she's 10 feet ahead of him just 5 seconds into the race. I can hear her laughing as she gracefully speeds ahead, her tail whipping around like a flag as she zips off towards the horizon. Leo, realizing he's going to lose, frantically flailing his arms around his ears and head down. You know what? I'm gonna put this all on Leo's diet, since I saw that one video from Keith.
Yeah, that boy ain't eating healthy.
No, he is not, and I got a little something in my eye.
Oh.
Alright. Alright. Leo, okay, yeah, I heard that. I'm actually surprised by how bad he's losing. I mean, he used to play football back in high school, so he's had some training. With his head down, I guess he doesn't see the curb. Oh no!
Faceplant incoming.
I hear the yelp and see him careen off the side and then roll on the asphalt before slamming up against the tire of a parked car. Oh! DJ gasps and covers his eyes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry. I'm already running up to where Leo's fallen. He's sitting up against the tire. What you got one paw on his head as he grits his teeth in pain. You're right, Jesus, you hit that hard. Next, oh no, stop!
Matching injuries, yay! How romantic.
Oh God. None of this is healthy. They haven't talked. I kneeled down next to him, and the second he sees me, he grins quickly, scrambles up, brushing his paws. I'm fine.
Fine. Just tripped a bit.
I can see spots on his paw pads that are skinned and bleeding, and I wince. Jesus Christ, Leo. That wasn't just a bit. Jenna, having noticed that her competition had eaten shit, jogs back to us. Her paws and hips as she breathes heavily. Wow, you okay, Leo? Oh wait, no, yeah, I'm actually Jenna. Yeah, wow, you okay, Leo?
I'm fine. Want to try that again? This stupid curb got in the way.
That was the issue.
Nope, you're banged up enough as it is. You're fucking bleeding everywhere. I should probably drive.
I'm fine, Chase.
Wow.
Now he's calling me by my actual name. Leo rolls his eyes to show that he doesn't much care, but I can see that his insides of his ears are bright red. There's a bit of an awkward silence, only punctuated by Leo and Jenna's breathing. Finally, Jenna walks up to me and puts her paw around my shoulders. Well, now you know who's more likely to survive in the zombie apocalypse. Chase, remember it. She immediately dropped a smile. She leans her head up against my shoulder, and I cringe as I see Leo's smile turn icy. All right, cool. Let's get going.
God, Chase, get over it.
Yeah, good, Chase.
He really, Jesus. I wiggle out from under her arm. You guys need to get to your hike.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this before this happens. I want you to remember this little song that plays in the car. It's very important.
All right. Sorry, I right-clicked on it. All right, let's see. To her credit, Jenna does try to apologize to Leo, but he just waves it off like it isn't a big deal. I can tell by how he's overdoing the cheerfulness that that's not the case. We drop teaching Jenna off halfway up the trail, which happens to be right next to the highway. Once we're alone in the car, Leo starts messing around with the CD player. You might remember
this.
Oh boy. Okay, so remember this song.
Yeah.
Is this gonna get a leitmotif throughout the entire game?
I believe you are correct, but there's also a thing that happens at the end that plays.
Okay. As the music fills the car, I'm immediately transported back to my high school days. Jesus, is this carpet stains? Yep. This is gonna get me occasionally against towards the road. This was a band we listened to together in my junior and senior year.
You still into this stuff?
Yeah. Does this choice matter?
It's up to you.
Let's say this. There's a lot of memories for me, and the fact that I hadn't listened to it since I'd last been in town made it all the more powerful. Here the music's simple, the lyrics embarrassing, but I miss it. Maybe I could be if I listened to it again.
Me too.
As we drive, I mouth the lyrics under my breath. Haunts everything in my life. I see you in the clouds and the sky's so blue. I see your outline on my screen door too. Finally, you pull up to Leo's old ranch-style house. This is where he lives, huh?
Yeah.
It's not bad, it's a ranch-style house. It's just, I know what happens here. And, oh boy.
You heard me.
Huh. Finally, it looks the same as it always has, though the landscaping has definitely taken a turn for the worse. Leo parks and we both get out. I'm busy staring at the driveway, thinking about all the times I've walked across it when a gravelly voice pulls me from my reverie.
Uh-oh.
Hey, who are you?
Oh no, the music.
Wait, who's this person?
Hello.
New character.
I jump and look to the right, spotting a thin, angry-looking raccoon. He's standing next to some bushes, trimming them up. Gut is a desert landscape and looks pretty good next to Leo's property, which is nothing but weeds and sagebrush. Behind the raccoon is an old rusty-looking trailer home. Looking back, I'm pretty sure that a really old mouse used to live here. But this guy's a raccoon and he looks pretty young too. I hear Leo walking quickly around the front of his truck to stand next to me.
Hey, Cood. This is Chase. Remember I was telling you about him?
Cood or Cud?
Cood.
Okay. He puts his arm around me. He needs to stop doing that. Who was it? There's one of the coworkers I have was a little too familiar with me recently, and I just, yeah, I was just like, hey, I didn't say anything. I just ignored him, but it's like, don't call me that ever again. He puts his arm around me. Demeanor changes immediately when he sees Leo.
Oh, hey, Leo. This is him, then?
Cud? Oh, sorry, Cood? This is just courteously enough to be offensive, and the raccoon notices. He's already scowling. Face gets even more scrunched up.
I'm not exactly from around here.
Kudzu?
Kudzu.
Oh, really?
No.
Been there for a few seconds, and Leo grabs my arm.
All right. Glad you two could meet. We're actually in a bit of a hurry. Got a party to plan for.
He watches us all the way from the door, and Leo finally closes it behind them. Oh God, we're in his house.
Really, Chase?
What? It's a weird name. You white motherfucker. You white-coated motherfucker. I sniff, but instead of the scented candle smell I thought I'd get, I'm instead met with an acrid smell of cigarette smoke. Oh boy.
Nothing smells gross than just an entire room smelling of cigarettes.
My dad used to make me go to his AA meetings with him, and yeah, no, it's a terrible smell. Watching a majority of the people who quit alcohol immediately jump onto cigarettes, and it concentrates in that room. And then you look at the vents on the ceiling, and they're just covered in specks of tar. It's awful. It doesn't look the same either. It's all a bit empty compared to when I was last here. It makes sense, I guess. Leo's parents and siblings gone.
I tell him what a great guy you are for the past 2 years, and that's his first impression of you?
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to that old mouse guy? He's dead, isn't he?
Charlie? He died a few months after you left. Could moved in a few years ago.
Well, he seems a little grumpy.
He is, but he's a good guy. Been through a lot.
Leo sets the bags down on the kitchen table, pulling out the cake and gifts. So why'd he move here?
Said he likes the isolation. Works painting. Something's happened in the city and he wanted to get away.
Shuffles through the plastic cups and gifts.
I forget what country he's from originally, but his full name's Kudzu. How old's TJ again?
He's 19, right? Oh, he's 20.
20. Yeah.
I think he's 20, but he doesn't drink anyway, if that's what you're wondering. I mean, no surprises there, but I know a lot of people my age that aren't really fond of alcohol.
Hello.
I don't know. People changing a lot in a few years. Anyways, let's go to my room. Got a message, Carl.
Oh no. His room is small but cozy, a little cluttered, but clean enough. I walk over to sit on his bed looking around at all the posters, most of them related to football or hip-hop moguls. I didn't take Leo as a street kind of guy. Huh. He's in most of these since high school. Not the same room, huh? Your parents' room is bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm used to it being here. Would be kind of weird hanging out in my parents' room anyways. Besides.
So nice to be bouncing me up and down the bed.
Uh-oh.
I don't really need the space.
So what do you do around here? It feels kind of empty.
I'm really only here to sleep, otherwise I'm on the computer. You know, porn.
Wow. Surprised that we're that open. Looks at me and grins. I look over at his computer. It's got a nice chair, and I can guess what the box of tissues next to the monitor is for, but that's not what holds my attention. Instead, I see 3 holes punched right through the drywall. Yup. Yeah, we're at that scene, Sandy. Around those are several more less successful dents in the wall. Keith made a video about this part. A short. Yeah, red flags.
I love
Around those are several more less successful dents in the wall. Some with knuckle-shaped features. Holy shit. Those ears fall flat. He lets out the bear stuff.
Yeah, that's my fault. I really get into my games.
Oh god, there is no reason for that behavior. I stand up and walk towards the wall, examining the damage. Leo stands up too, clearly uncomfortable.
That was a few years ago, though. I don't play that game anymore.
It's something I can relate to now.
War Thunder, excuse me.
We don't talk about it anymore. Don't even have it installed on this computer.
I'm proud of you. Damn, Leo, you're fucking crazy. I poke a finger through the holes, realizing that punching through the wall with one try wasn't anything to sneeze at. Strong. You still got that temper of yours.
I don't. It was just that one game.
Oh no, see, I'd be heckling the hell out of it. I'd be like, yeah, no. Really? He's got his paws on his hips glaring down at me. I mean, what if I was standing here? What would that have done to my face? I put my face in front of the holes for effect. Leo blanches like I had slapped him. God, you should feel bad over this.
Don't talk like that. I would never.
You wouldn't? I kind of doubt. Sorry, I just. Oh God,
Foreshadowing.
I've been friends.
We're gonna find out what that would do to his face.
It's just. I've been friends with toxic gamers, so I can kind of smell that behavior a mile away.
Oh lords. Alrighty. Well, I do have to apologize, but I do have to run.
All right, we'll keep it going until the end of the chapter then.
Alrighty, you guys enjoy and have fun with this.
Oh boy, I'll put the VOD on YouTube so you can watch up. I know, Mags will for sure.
Okay. Have a nice one, guys.
Later, Matt.
Bye. See ya.
Hey, don't talk like that. I would never. I know. Sorry, it's just funny how angry you get sometimes. No, it's not. That's not funny. I mean, your phone looks pretty new. When was the last time you broke one? Okay, the damn thing wasn't loading right, and he frowns. I'm gonna be interrogated right now. Hey, you want to live here? I think I have a right to be concerned about my personal property. Oh, you want me to live here? I only broke your phone once.
Jesus.
Put my paws out. More than I've broken anyone else's phone. Well, I never pretended that I cheated on someone as a joke. My attitude cools a little. Yeah, well, high school, you know. I know. Anyway, it's nice to have you here again. He makes me want to cry because of how fucking... I know what he wants. He may want it, but he doesn't need it. He needs some fucking therapy. Like everyone else in this goddamn game. Okay. He reaches out and pulls me into one arm tag. I pull back and notice a cut on the side of his arm. A few more on the back of his paw as well. At this point, the fur is clumped together with coagulated blood. Oh yeah, man, you really wiped out. Looks at his arm. Oh yeah, I should clean up. Hey, get on my comp. Get on my comp while I'm gone and see if Carl's online. Leo talks to me as he's walking out the door into the hallway. I should be logged on. Ask him what he's doing tomorrow. We need to plan this out, right? Okay. Down the chair and wake the computer up. Sure enough, Leo's already logged into his account. I look at his friends list, seeing that Carl is idle. I sent him a message anyway, then lean back in the chair, almost freaking out as it leans all the way back farther than I thought it would. Must be all those jerk-off sessions Leo's had. I draw my paws up. Who jacks off into tissues, though? That sounds like it'd be messy. Anyway, I draw my paws against the desk for a bit, then look back towards the door. That's probably going to be a while, and I'm curious. Oh, you son of a bitch. I grin as I first check out his bookmarks. Oh boy. Okay, social media litters the first few slots. And there's one called Mech Forums, another called Mechanics United.
Is it the game?
I don't know. Then of course there are a few sports and football specific sites. Finally, I get one called Gay Viddies. And another one called Otter Sluts. Oh no! Oh my god! I mean, I've had crushes.
You deserve this, Chase.
I've had crushes, but I've never looked at porn stars or amateur porn stars that look like the people I have crushes on. Oh my god, this is too much to take in. Matt, you saw bitch. I snort loudly at that one.
Well,
then I click on the history tab next. You nosy bitch!
Wow.
Let's go through it for a while. The first 50 or so related to some DJ or hip hop artist. And I see the word. Oh, shit, hold on. Let me be right back really quick.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on.
Make sure that's completely closed. Okay, so we see cock, and now I know that I'm looking at one of Leo's porn sessions. Oh boy, let's see what we see.
Oh jeez.
Pretty standard stuff. Ass, balls, making out, blowjobs. But that's when I start seeing a pattern.
Oh.
That we all saw a mile away. Gay otters. Otter ass is male. Male otter's tail up. Gay blowjob otters. I raise my brows and click the search bar history, typing otter before hitting enter. So I'll spell down the window. Oh no! This is all bad! Oh my god, Flynn was right. There's not spill out the window, the scroll bar. Small enough that I have trouble clicking on it to pull it down. Was Leo only into me because he had an otter fetish?
Oh.
I start to feel a little depressed as I scroll through the results, and that's when I notice another pattern. Oh. At least half of the results have wolf in the search phrase. And not just that. Wolf otter gay blowjob, otter wolf gay couple kiss, otter wolf gay cuddle.
Wow, this is sad.
This is so sad. And the nape of my neck prickles as I scroll down the hundreds of results. That's when I hear the door open up halfway.
Oh, no.
I jump, first covering the screen with my paws like an idiot, quickly exiting out of the window. Except that it doesn't work. The sheer amount of results from Leo's shame must have fucked up the CPU somehow. Desperately, I bang the mouse and the desk as I hear Leo's footsteps down the hallway. I swear there's a cut on my back. I can't reach it. Fuck. I mutter under my breath, heart pounding in my chest. It's just like 7 years ago when my mom caught me looking at you. Leo walks in. The computer screen still hopelessly frozen.
Turn the monitor off, my man!
Can you help me get... Leo stops mid-sentence and I look back at him. The guilt on my face is pretty damn obvious.
No.
What did you do? You know what? I had to stall and turn back the screen, clicking fiercely on the X. Hey. Just like that, he's walking behind me, the window disappears. Wait a second. What were you looking at? I swivel around the chair, grinning. Nothing. My voice squeaks. No! This isn't heartwarming!
How is he gonna misinterpret this completely?
Leo stares down at me, exasperated smirk spreading across his muzzle. No, not nothing. The hell are you looking at? Is there something I don't know about? He keeps staring at me, but I get up and pretend to stretch, moving forward towards the bed. Well, there's something you don't know. Oh, well, there's something you don't know about, but now I know about some things. Fell around me a few times, teasing him, but mostly I'm just relieved I didn't get caught. I hear him move, but before I can react, he's on me. He grabs my arm and shoves. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I hand him up behind my back and shoves me forward, falling on top of me on the bed. I grunt loudly as the weight pushes the air out of my lungs. I'm gonna have to get it out of you the old-fashioned way, Otter. I struggle a little bit, but there's no way in hell I'm getting up from under Leo if he wants me to stay there. Hey, get off? Oh, get off. He clutches both of my wrists in one paw while he digs the other into my side. I gasp and writhe desperately, bouncing up and down on the bed as he pinches at my ribs. Oh, he's tickling him. No, please. I don't know anything.
I see.
Sure. Now, what were you looking at? Leans harder on me, and I feel his hot breath on my ear, nuzzling at it. This isn't a touching moment. Only making me laugh and scream harder. Well, I'm sure Leo's curious about what I was doing on his computer. I'm definitely sure there's another reason why he's doing this. I can feel it against. Oh, God. Please tell me that's his tail.
I'm gonna say no.
Before I can really think about it, he lets go of my paws and the tilting stops. I only have a second of reprieve before both his paws dig up into my armpits, practically squirrely. Oh, he's still tickling him. I was around managing to get on my back, and now that he isn't laying on top of me, it doesn't help much as he goes right back to my armpits. I can't take it anymore. All right. It was just searching your contacts to see if you were hooking up with anyone. The tickling stops and I'm left gasping for air while Leo looks down at me, grinning. Oh, a little jealous, huh? Maybe a little. I mean, it's a good save. Huh. He looks genuinely happy about that. His paws spread to either side of my head as he grins down at me. I take my chance and shoot my paws up to his side, sticking in. He jumps and curls up and falls on top of me again. I don't relent, though. I keep wiggling my fingers around his body. Obviously, he's letting me win, but it's so fun seeing him melt into a twitching pile of giggles. He rolls into the side of me, and I get on top of him, pretending to wrestle him down like I'd done hundreds of times before. Now I'm trying to rush this because it's just like, okay, we need to get away from him and process what we saw. He playfully fights back, but he's grinning up at me with a dopey tongue out of his muzzle expression. On a whim, I plant my knee on his crotch. I'm not sure why, probably to let him know that I knew, or maybe it was just a way to get back at him for getting off on this. He helps again, but this time it's a lot more loudly and folds up, pushing me off to the side of him. Fuck. We both lay there side by side, panting and sweating a little, my head resting in his arm. I think I won that. No way. I got you to squeal. And you cheated when you crushed my dick. Leo reaches over to turn on a small, complicated-looking fan on his bedside table before flopping his other arm over his eyes. As I stare at the fan, I notice something else next to it and gasp audibly. What? Is that a fucking gun?
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Oh. It's real? Yeah, of course. I turn my head and stare at him. Why would he just have it out here in the open?
Gun safety!
I never thought of Leo as a gun person. From what he told me, he hated guns. Well, my dad has a bunch of them when he left. He gave me one for protection. Wow, do you really need it? A few people in this town, well, you know, think I know the people he's talking about.
Oh, jeez.
I had to use it or something? I mean, it's just sitting out. Uh-oh, I hear something. Oh, it's the fan. I thought I heard music.
Right. I thought I heard something as well.
Yeah, I thought I heard music.
I heard a little whine or something in the background.
Leo's ship's bouncing the bed. Let's just say some people need convincing when they're trying to cause trouble. And you want me to fucking live here. I'm about to ask more, but Leo holds up his other paw. Not now. I'm tired. I'll tell you about it later.
I killed a man, no.
I go quiet, but it's hard not to stare at the gun. The concept of owning one is just so foreign to me. So what's with that fan? I choose the subject. I'm less confused than over at the fan. Oh, it's the humidifier fan combo. I get nosebleeds a lot. I do too. Really dry weather cracks the blood vessels in my nose. Close my eyes and lay there against Leo. This is probably a bad idea, I know, but it feels good, and I'm tired even after the discovery I made on his computer. I'm just trying not to think about that right now. No! Keep that in your mind and fucking leave!
Don't forget it!
The fan drones softly. Leo's arms move under my neck, and I feel his paw come up and start brushing at the tuft of my fur on my head with his thumb and index. Okay, now it feels like this game is forcing me through the visual novel dating sim story beats, but it's forcing me through it. Like, I haven't processed any of this stuff. It's like, well, look, now we're moving on to like a nice moment. It's like, no, the fuck, we're not. We are not. I wish you would stay. I wish you would style this again. I had it spiked? That was stupid. I hear that, Chase. I don't like pictures of short-haired me. I liked it. I feel myself dozing off as his fingers start brushing my forehead, and I feel the coolness of his anchor bracelet through my fur. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy.
You are crazy.
You are crazy! I'm barely awake at this point. The fan blowing on my face, Leo stroking, feeling his warm body next to mine. I saw you here last week outside my window. That registers a little weird, so I come back out and my doze a little. Oh? Yeah. Just looked out and I saw an otter just standing there. You think it was just another otter? Oh. Leo spins his head. He's definitely my ear. Only one other guy over Dale. He's fat though. Leo just could have just been someone that was lost, right? Maybe I went out and didn't see anyone. Really? Well, sometimes people see things. Sometimes around my head, and he gives me a sort of hug. I hope I'm not seeing things now. None of this sounds sweet. This music is a lie. On my eyes, but his words reminded me of something. Just like a bad dream, I'll be gone when you wake. But I swear, even if it was fake, I'll never forget your face. Oh, that was the song. I sing a few lyrics from one of our old emo songs, but that's when I hear Leo snore. Ah, you fuck! So I give into my pleasant jaws and sink slowly into sleep. God. The fuck am I getting myself into? Oh no.
Oh no.
Alright, I got voice mod ready. I got voice mod ready. Feel a presence in the room and it's angry. Oh shit. What voice do I want to use for this one? Do I want to do the demon? No, the demon one's for that font. Do I want to do the doctor? I have these voices that are supposed to be people in like space helmets. And they've kind of become my favorite. You know, fuck it, let's just go. Chase! Felt awake, but I can't open my eyes. Hey. Finally, my eyes switch open, but I can't move. I can only wiggle the tips of my fingers. Just try to hide. I flinch. The voice is right in my ear. I'm still in Leo's room, still in his bed, and I can vaguely make out his body out of the corner of my eye. The room, though, it's tinged red. I hear it clicking through the monitors. I hear clicking and see the monitor switch on. I see myself bent. Oh.
Oh!
He sees himself. Looking back at the camera, my face warped. Dark holes bloom over the eyes, then all over the image like it's burning. A tarantula calls up over the foot of the bed, and starts making its way towards me. I am so tired of spider propaganda.
I'm down for spider propaganda.
I gasped through my nose since I can't open my mouth. My heart beating so fast, I think it's shaking the bed. My fingers wiggle as I try to yank myself awake. The massive spider only moving closer as it crawls over my foot and onto my leg. The weight of the spider is real. The way it's shelving my shirt as it crawls into my stomach. It's real. This is real. No, it's not real. I've had this happen before. It started happening when I took the night shift at the grocery store next to campus. Very common, very normal. People have it happen all the time. I'll just close my eyes and wait it out. I do that, squeezing them shut as tight as I can.
This is worse.
Trying to find comfort in Leo's presence next to me. His arm still under my head. Feel the spider on my chest. Its weight so much than it should be, but it stops there. Doesn't approach my face. Then I feel something else, another presence. It's coming from the right side of the wall, where the window is. It's looking at me. I know it. I'm not opening my eyes now. I know if I do, I'll see something that will freak me the fuck out, and the spider is bad enough. I hear tapping. Whatever it is tapping at the glass, wanting my attention. I know it knows I know it's there, and it wants me to see it. What the fuck? It's lasting way longer than it should be. What if I'm stuck? Am I stuck? Am I going to be stuck in a twisted Leo spider room dimension for the rest of my fucking life? He's mine! My eyes fly open, already pointed towards the window, bracing myself.
Oh.
Empty. The sky tinged red from the sunset, and so was the room. My dreaming brain exaggerated it to look like the color of blood. The spider's gone, and the angry presence is too. I sit up slowly and rub my face, feeling exhausted even though I just slept. The humidifier blowing right into my face, I can feel tiny droplets of water that collected on my waterproof fur. It'll be impossible to fall asleep again after that, not only because of how brutal that sleep paralysis was, because I still don't feel right. Well, the spider and thing in my room were gone. The other thing outside the window, I feel like it's still there.
I think it's still in a dream.
Yeah. I look out the window again to see nothing. Still, I can't take the feeling that I'm still being watched.
Feeling body's watching me.
Wednesday.
Oh, here we go. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, party.
Yeah, okay. That was a lot. I'm gonna save here. Oh my god. Oh, that was a lot.
Are you having fun, Gordon?
It's interesting. I mean,
art thou feeling it now?
No, I'm feeling a lot. Ugh. It just, Jesus Christ. Oh boy, that was a lot. And it's funny because there were warnings on this game that if you're not in the right mental state, maybe you shouldn't play it. I mean, thankfully none of this is triggering anything. I've never had situations like that happen to me, but like, when you hear stories, sometimes like there are times I've had thoughts of doing something that might be morally not, but it's like, no, it's best if I don't. But no, Leo's definitely creeping me out. He sounds like he's gonna be the yandere. But as far as the gun goes, I'm not sure if he's having suicidal thoughts. I think the only other thing is I
thought of that.
That crossed my mind for like a split second.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but I think he has the gun because they live in a white hick town. Maybe he's dealing with racism of some sort, or speciesism as they call it here.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this because I do want to play more of it, but like I'm mentally exhausted. I'm just, oh god,
it's kind of light here as well, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. So let's. Oh boy. Well, quit. Okay, saved. That's today's date. Cool. And then let's move on to stream ending soon. It makes me sad that I can't hear the music I have for this scene because it is a song I very much like and it's very chill. But yeah, no, Jesus Christ, oh boy. Flip was right. I'm trying to get some final thoughts here, but boy howdy, it's just, oh yeah, no, none of this is good. Your ex vicariously watches porn because he wants to sleep with you. And that's really scary. But then again, I did say it was also psychological horror, so we're gonna be treading those paths. All right, okay, I feel a bit better now. I'm remembering what I'm playing, and let's see. I have a pretty varied schedule. I have one late day, one early day, and then like a bunch of day shifts that are all just kind of scrambled. It's been raining a lot here, so hopefully I get out of work and I don't like absolutely crumble to dust in an attempt to play anything, because I do want to keep streaming. I want to start streaming Sun Harvest, or was it that new farming game that just came out? Sun Haven. I want to start streaming that, but I'm not gonna pick Animal Person in that game, because if you had an issue with Anime Beastmen where it's just the ears and the tail, what Sunhaven has is 1,000 times worse. We'll stream this again next week. Just, have to figure out what, I won't know until Friday evening what days I have off, and then we can plan accordingly. I am hoping to do another Breath of the Wild stream because I miss doing those, and it's not a boyfriend run unless you're there watching me.
True.
We're trying to get Rivali's soul to like not be trapped in that machine. And I guess that's it. So yeah, I'm a variety streamer. I play all kinds of stuff. Maybe I'll finish one of the things I'll start. Yeah, no. Oh boy. Maybe I should play more horror games on the stream. Just to better acquaint myself with like the feelings I have after playing this. And I have a feeling it's just gonna get worse from here on out. So if you like what you saw, be sure to give me a follow. Man, I guess until next stream. Oh, you know what? Before I do the sign off thing, I want to thank you and Matt for joining me again.
You're welcome.
Very much appreciate y'all being here. Matt, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of fun watching the VOD on this one. Holy crap! And with that, we'll end the stream now. And well, till next stream, remember to stay healthy and stay hydrated. And please learn the process and move on from any previous relationships you might have gone through. Good night and good evening, and till the next stream. Laters.
Goodbye.